There we go.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the Chasing Past Golf Podcast, which is now proudly in association with Bunker Brigade Golf Apparel. So, for those that won't know, Bunker Brigade Golf Apparel is a golf clothing company based in Lanarkshire, Scotland, and effectively their goal is premium, high quality gear for affordable prices. So if you can give their website a go and have a look at the new set ranges, then please do. I am proud to be joined by a truly superstar. I think personally a superstar of the game, Julia Lopez Ramirez. 2023 European Ladies Amateur Champion, former World Amateur number one. The list goes on and on and on about your amateur career, but pleasure to have you on, Julia.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
¿Cómo estás?
Oh, there we go. Bien, ¿y tú?
How are you? You okay?
Yes, all good, all good.
So you're currently in Florida. How is the Florida life for you just now?
Yeah, the weather's been it's been really hot and a lot of stormy, but it's definitely like having a couple of weeks off and getting some practice down in here is very exciting to like what it's coming next, and just excited to be home for a bit and get to more fresh to the road.
Yeah, so for those won't know, this is actually take two because I made a meal of the first one, but we'll pretend that never happened. But so Julia, so you're from a small town in Spain, Benahavis, which is Malaga kind of way, is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
So I just want to kind of know about your background then. So how did you kind of, first take up the game of golf back in Benahavis?
Yeah, so I started when I was like three and a half, I think. And then my mom and my dad kind of put me into golf because it was a range thing made right in front of my house. And then they started giving lessons. So when I was a kid, I played a bunch of sports, and then golf was one of the first ones that I played. Obviously, when you're that age, you don't really even know how to lift the club. You just throw the balls right with your hands. But it's been that's kind of how I got into. None of my parents really play golf. It's not really my family. But just kind of like I started there when I was three, found a really good coach, and we're like basically family now. And it's just been very exciting, and the fact that I had to decide and play this sport, I'm very grateful to what it's going to.
And obviously you're known for your driving distance ability. When did you kind of first discover that you could hit the ball very far? Like it seems amazing that you can average. I think I've wrote down there 285 yards on the tour just now. How did you first discover?
Yeah, well, honestly, it was probably all about my coach back home. He was always kind of laughing at me that he was hitting it farther than me. Obviously, he was like older and taller and everything, but I just kind of like when you're a kid, I'm very stubborn, and I was like, no, I'm gonna go hit it farther than you. So I feel like I always say that the technique of it was always a part of my swing, but I always wanted to just go and re-putt it. Like my favorite club was just the driver because I know I could just have fun with it and just re-putt it every single time. So I think that's kind of how I got into it, on the way of like just my coach keep pushing me on that I don't hit it far enough. So just kind of like getting all stubborn and frustrated about that and just getting farther and farther every time.
So, between you and Polly Mack, who I've also had on the show, who do you think would win a consistent driving contest? So, would it be yourself or would it be Polly? I think you were saying off air that you lead the way in driving distance by like 3 yards or something like that. Something crazy is.
Yeah, no, exactly. And we've been all year just kind of back and forth from it. Like she's been in front of me, I've been in front of her, like kind of just like jumping like back and forth. But honestly, I think like we both are really far. We both have probably same club speed and same ball speed. So I do think it's like a really close like competition in there, and like it kind of depends of like how like well we hit it on that day and see who hit it farthest in that day.
So, you went to Mississippi State University. Is the team there Mississippi Bulldogs? Is that right? Or
Yes, the
yeah.
Bulldogs, yes.
You managed to win 8 titles there, but obviously the most prestigious ones for yourself would be the 2023 European Ladies Amateur Championship, which you beat the world number one amateur at the time, Ingrid Lindblad, to win that. Fantastic achievement. You also were the 2023 Southeastern Conference Player of the Year as well. You also played in 3 Palmer Cup tournaments for Team International. You won the 2023 European Amateur Ladies Team Championship with Spain as well. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And obviously, former world number one amateur as well. So, fair to say you've had a fantastic amateur career.
Yeah, no, definitely was something that I'll never forget. Just kind of like all the achievements and all the wins. So it's definitely like, I don't know, like I look back at it and it's just like how much fun like it was to just be in those positions like often and just get all those swings, especially in team events and also individual.
And in terms of obviously going to Mississippi State, was that always on the cards for you to go to the States for scholarship and stuff?
Yeah, I feel like once, so I studied 2 years in Madrid. I was with it's called Blume. It's like a school that gets like the better athletes and just help you out to like make you grow. And since I got there, like definitely going to States and getting a scholarship to play over there was definitely always in the mind because America definitely have good places to support the sport and it's the best for being in competitive and play with the best out here. So I think that was definitely what I wanted to do.
Yeah, so I'm going to take it back to the European Ladies Amateur Team Championships first, where you managed to win for Spain in 2023. So, so it was you, Carla Bernat, who obviously won the Augusta National Women's Amateur Championship this year. Cayetana Fernandez, I'm probably saying that wrong, is that right?
Cayetana, yeah.
Cayetana, sorry, Fernandez, Carolina Lopez-Chacarra, Tejedo Mulet, and Lopez Ortega as well. So, just talk about that kind of experience of winning for your country. Like, I take it that was nothing could probably top that in terms of being a Spanish golfer, I would say.
Yeah, no, definitely like, playing for the country means a lot different and just you're not playing just for your own score or your just just a win. You're just playing for your country with your team and it's just kind of like a totally different experience. And I feel like Spain has always been we always been such a like group that we're very connected and we're like a small family, even though when we know we play individual against each other, they're still like you're always happy for each other in different situations. So I do I do think like playing for your country is the most fun you can have with because it's something that in your sport, like in golf, we don't really have, especially having a very individual sport. Like you always play for your country because even though you're playing individually, but playing in a team event is definitely a lot different in golf. And I think it's very like challenging and just it's just like a lot of fun. You play like a lot of like in a group setting, like a lot of like support from each other and just you feel more like you're having support from everyone instead of just being by yourself.
And in terms of the Palmer Cup as well, so like even to make the team once is an achievement, but to make it not once, not twice, but 3 times. I mean, what was that whole experience like, and how did you manage to kind of get on with that as such, like in terms of going forward progression, like it's one of the most prestigious tournaments on the college roster.
Yeah, no, I would say definitely Palmer Cup is it's probably one of the best events in college golf like you can achieve to get it just because you have the entire field. It's all the best players for that year, and like just doesn't really matter like the conference that you're at. Just like basically as long as you play college, you can get on that environment and get to like playing with the top players, especially playing America, and then not also just Europeans. It's all like basically all internationals. It's fun to like get to know all the players and have a little team, have a little family for that week. And I do think like that my 3 years, like our team have been like the best. Like we just like, I feel like internationals just connect better, I guess. Like we have like a very like good, like I don't know, I just feel like we're more family, we're more like touchy, and I just want to like have everything together. So I think there's a lot of fun playing like with people that actually care about you, and they would just want to have as much fun with you as you do with them.
And in terms of the week as a whole at the Palmer Cup, like I take it you're all treated like, royalty for that whole week.
No, yeah, definitely. Like they set it up very well. Like they make you feel you're the best. They make you feel like I don't know. They treat you very well out there to believe and just make the week as much fun as you can they can for you. So I think it's definitely they have a lot of events and activities that we don't see, and like we remember like we went to see Honor Palmer's like house and just their clubs and stuff. We hit his clubs as well. So obviously there are things that happens in that event that it just doesn't happen in real life. And I think it's very fun that they make it special and they make it like things that are memorable, and you can just think about it and just be like, when you're maybe in the moment you're like, oh yeah, it was fun, but you look back at it and like, I've been in like Arnold Palmer like house. That's insane.
Wow, I mean, what an experience that is. Just, I mean, just thinking of that, does that give you like goosebumps knowing that you've been in
Yes,
like
for sure.
Arnold Palmer's property? That's crazy.
Yes.
And so obviously we'll go to the 2023 European Ladies Amateur Championships, where you managed to win it, defeating Ingrid Lindblad. Obviously Lindblad was one of the best amateur careers I can remember at the time. Like she won everything effectively. So do you know when you played Ingrid in the final, what were you thinking at the time? And this is going to be a good battle at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, for sure. It was definitely like a very exciting day playing, especially we were playing two songs, so which is like her and I playing it on the last day. And I honestly I was like very nervous to go on her in the day, and obviously playing with her, I have a lot of respect for her, and especially all the success that she had in like her amateur career. It was impressive and just like something to like look at. But all I kind of did it was just enjoy the day and just try to have as much fun as I can. And especially in those situations, it's all about how you handle the day, because obviously the skills and the practice is already done. Like you just have to go and just enjoy the day and put your best out there. And I think the round on the third day, having that 8 under like really helped my confidence and really pushed me up to go into that last day. So it was very fun to like get to see that. And I do remember too, coming up the last stretch, was the last 4 holes or something. Carla Bernat was in there as well. And
Yeah.
I had a lot of like face to face with Carla. Like we played a lot of against each other, and a lot of like we competed for a lot of tournaments. So it was definitely fun to see, and I enjoyed having those like pressure moments and just having that finish to like get the trophy in my hands.
Yeah, and so like after after you'd won effectively, so when you go into like social media and stuff afterwards, like how long did it take to respond to the messages and stuff? Like I imagine it probably took you about 3 days.
No, yeah, it definitely takes a little while, but it's good. It's good to see how people like care about you and how people actually like are following the events and just checking scores. And it's obviously fun to like just get messages from people that you might even not even talk for a little while, and then like they text you for that day and be like, "Hey, congrats!" And you're like, "Oh, hey, like thanks," and like it's kind of starting to like get to know them a bit more and like checking on them. So I think it's very fun from people to reach out and just see all those messages and don't really care how long it takes me to respond, as long as like you see all the support from your people and like see how much they care.
So you got to world number one amateur. Um, when that was all settled, like I take it you were like, wow, I've reached the pinnacle. Like it doesn't get much better than this. Like, what was your overall reaction to, when you got to number one?
Yeah, well, obviously that was one of my biggest goals, and just get there. It's takes a lot of effort and takes a lot of like work, and just see it happening. It was definitely like I remember like the first thing that I did was just call my mom and be like, "Mom, my God, we just reached this!" Like, and she and I just start crying because it was definitely like it's not like a win. It's not a tournament that you just won, but it's just like it's a consistency of like keep working hard and keep like winning and keep like being all day up there and like competing for like different stuff. And it was just a very like a big success and like a big picture of to like see yourself at, and obviously just kind of bumps your confidence and be like, I'm able to reach this, then what's coming next.
Yeah, and then obviously, so you reached number one in the world, and then in 2024 you decided to turn pro. What made that decision to finally make the step up to the pro level?
Yeah, well, I thought I was having a really good year. Like my game was in a really good place, so I thought playing Cusco at the end of 2024 was a good idea, and just trying, because obviously if you didn't make it and you stay amateur and then you just try again in the next year, and I thought that was just a really good opportunity for me to just go play out and just get a taste of what it's like and just see what it can happen if you actually do make it. And it was a decision that I had to make after playing second stage, that I had to decide if I wanted to turn pro and then try to go for LPGA or just stay amateur and just try the next year. But I guess it was a gut feeling, and I just had to decide, and I wanted to turn pro. I wanted to do it, and I'd done it, and I finished my career too. I got my degree as well because I finished online, so it's definitely worked out perfectly.
Yeah, because you managed to finish tied 10th at final Q school for the LPGA as well. So, like as you say, your game was in great shape. Did you feel like you could kind of get an LPGA Tour card straight away?
I thought like definitely like how my game was fitting and how I was playing, and especially being a tournament that was 5 days, because quite a lot. It's definitely a lot of days, and it requires a lot of consistency. And I know I had that, so it just like I knew I can get the card. It was just obviously there are a lot of people out there, and especially people that lost their card the year before. So it's like it's definitely, and when I got there, it was definitely like a shock of like how high their standards are and how like good people play, even though if conditions are bad or good, because we also had rain delays, we had storm, we had wind. So I didn't thought the course was playing easy some of the days, but people keep shooting like 7 and 9 under. So I was whoa, we're not in college anymore. So it's definitely like a good shock of like seeing the different level and just how people really fight for that.
Just how mentally, tiring, draining is the whole, final Q school? Like, is it the hardest thing that you can do?
Yeah, no, definitely like I mean, it's definitely really hard because in golf you do, especially now in the LPGA, if you have a bad event, you have a next week that you can always try again. But in Q school, it's like you have to do it. You have to do it on that time. Like you have to make the cut. You have to make that top 25, and it just you literally have nothing to come back. It's either you do or you don't, and if not, you have to try again next year. So I think it's definitely very mentally it's draining of playing 5 days, and I end up playing six because of the rain delay. I had to play the next day as well. So it's definitely something that I would like not to do again, but it was definitely like a lesson on just how well prepared and strong you have to be to compete in these certain situations.
Yeah, I think with the major finishes and stuff that you had this year, I think you'll be okay. But like
Yeah,
fingers
I
crossed.
hope
But
so.
so like you make your full LPGA Tour debut in your rookie season this year at the Founders Cup. Unfortunately, you missed the cut. But like, how did you find first experience as a professional? Like, were you nervous at all, or were you just really excited to get going?
Yeah, no, I was there kind of both. Like I was really excited to get going and kind of see what it's like to play with the best and just be in that like environment. But I was also definitely nervous, especially in the first tee. When I get going, it's easy, but when I'm in the first tee and you just like announcing your name and just going, I'd probably say that's when I get the most like just nervous, but like it's not in a bad way. It's more like adrenaline and just ready to go. Um, but yeah, I would say it was definitely like a good event and just a good of like seeing like how high the standards are out here and how hard you have to work to just not even make cuts to just be up there with the best and just competing and like being in the position of like leading.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty tough course, that Florida course, isn't it, as well, to start on as well. So like it's a brutal introduction, I would
Yeah,
say.
no, for sure. Yes.
Um, so then you so then you play in Arizona as well. You make your first cut. Like I take it like after that, making your first cut, you know that you belong here and you can kind of take confidence going forward.
Yeah, no, I made the first cut in Arizona, I think,
Yeah.
and that was right after I had a surgery for my appendix. So
Oh, ouch.
I wasn't doing my best on there, but it was just fun to like play and don't overthink it because I couldn't really overthink. I was just like trying to make it, try to play the rounds, try to like make it through. Obviously, wasn't hitting it as far as I normally do, just because I was literally 2 weeks after surgery. So it was good of like seeing that even though I wasn't on my best position, I still can compete and I still can get there. But definitely it was a tough beginning of the year, missing all those cuts and going through a surgery. So that was quite a year to start, but obviously kind of come back to it and have a good finish it in a few events. So that was good.
So after that, you get your first top 30 in New Jersey at the Mizuho Americas Open at Liberty National. Then you just kind of take off from there, 45th at the Mexico Riviera Maya, and then comes the US Open. So joint first round leader joint first round leader, and then you were second going into the final round as well. Obviously, to be in contention at Erin Hills at a major championship, I mean, I can only imagine the sort of feeling you were experiencing at the time. Like, it's the biggest tournament in the world, effectively.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. Like I really enjoyed it. I wasn't I was definitely like enjoying it a lot. I was super excited and it was just pumped on the course. I was so confident. So I feel like that's definitely where it gets to play into it. And going into the last day playing in the last group was definitely a good experience to have, especially being a rookie and being in that position that year it's just super nice to just get it that early and just being through that already. So honestly, I thought it was a day that I competed really well. I played my game, I played how I wanted to. I was not nervous. I was just like very excited to go and like just honestly in that course and how the pins and everything was set up, it would just get some lucky and unlucky bounces as it kind of turns your way or it doesn't. So I think that's kind of like what it kind of gets to a difference on that type of courses, even though you execute the shots the way you want to, you can sometimes just get unlucky bounces. And I feel that's kind of what it was my last day, to be honest. I think that I executed the shots the way that I wanted. I played the way that I think it was the right way. And it just didn't work out my way. I want to be in that position again and again and again and just keep showing that like I'm able to be on that and just compete on that level.
Yeah, and like that whole week in general in Wisconsin, I think it was big crowds every day, wasn't it? Like,
Mm-hmm.
so obviously to put yourself into contention with massive crowds, is that something that you enjoy?
Oh yeah, I do. I like more than anything like people to come watch me just because of like I get excited and like I know I'm a different player. I know I'm like not and I don't hit it as I hit it far, and that's something that probably makes me different, and I like people to come watch and come like see what I'm able to do. I get really excited of when they come to watch and they like get like you get claps for good shots. So like it's kind of you feel like a little supporter when you even do good things, so you don't because the people keep cheering you up.
Yeah. And then at the KPMG PGA Championship, finished 36 and then 28th at the Evian. So back-to-back major championships, good performances there. That obviously sets you up for your career best on the LPGA Tour in Scotland at Dundonald Links. So to finish third in Scotland, I mean, that's a fantastic performance against some of the best players in the world at the time. Obviously, Lottie Wood will take all the credit for winning, and it was an unbelievable performance. But you know, to play so well yourself in a high quality field. I mean, Scotland in general, is that a place that suits your eye?
Yeah, honestly, I really like playing in Scotland, Ireland, like all these courses. Like I really like just links. I think they suit my game and they suit what I like. I don't know. I feel like it's a different type of golf. It's just you gotta be super creative. You gotta play with slopes. You might end up with a putt that it's like 40 meters long. Like you don't even know. Like it's links. So it's a lot of fun, especially when wind conditions and all that. It's just I don't know. I really enjoy playing links. I think it's totally different game and a very creative way to play golf.
And because your caddy Scottish as well, right? Do you think that's of advantage as well to you, knowing that you have someone that's played in Scotland quite a lot of times?
Yeah, no, it definitely helps, especially like she knows me quite well and she knows my game, so it definitely helps how like well the decisions can be made and what is the best one for every different situation. So I think it helps having a caddy that like just know your game and know how to play different type of courses. It doesn't really matter because obviously she used to play links and she played links quite a lot. But I do think like overall just having her, it's been a great experience of like how well she makes me also grow as a player and as a person.
And then the final major of the year, you played at Royal Porthcawl. That seemed like a brutal test as well, I'm not gonna lie. What was that experience like? Obviously playing the AIG Women's Open. You played in three of them now, two as an amateur. So to play your first pro AIG Women's Open, I take it that was an amazing experience.
Yeah, no, it was a really good experience. The course was definitely a lot tough, so it kind of hit my butt and how to like learn from it. But yeah, it was just playing on majors is the setup, like how well organized it is and how well run is. It's definitely a lot different, and like that's what I play for, and then what is the most exciting events of the year. And yeah, just that course it was very tough conditions. It's super windy. So I think it was just and raining. So I think it was just like a hard lesson to learn, and I'm just excited if we ever go back to it. Just I will be way more prepared than I was this time.
And so the last couple of events, how would you, in your own words, assess your performance?
Yeah, no, I think we have I think 7 or 8 events left.
Yeah.
So it's just like very exciting to like have kind of like get into the end of the season. Obviously, you want to do the best. You just kind of finish with a good taste in your mouth and just kind of finish that you accomplished everything. I think I keep every tournament I learn something about myself. Every tournament I kind of like just grow a little bit more. So I think it's just like keep doing that and keep having fun with it. I feel like I know very well my game at the moment, and I'm just very excited to see how it finish up, and hopefully I get to see to play. I get to play to CME. That's the tournament I want to get to. It will get in the top 60, so that's why a big goal for right now, and just trying to get it up there and just get my best playing out here.
Yeah, because you're currently on the bubble for the CME as well,
Mhm.
so you're 61st. So you got 4 weeks in Asia that could be pivotal towards your chances as well. So, how much are you looking forward to the Asian swing coming up?
Yeah, no, I definitely, I'm very excited to just see different courses. A lot of people say a lot of good things about it, and the places that we stay are really good and really nice. Just like to see what the courses are like and how people play out there, because obviously there are smaller fields and like they're like better, like not even just different situations, different golf courses, different everything, and to compare, like that's the good thing about our sport, that we play a course that is different every time, so that's the fun of it. And I'm just very excited to see what we get to play and how is it going.
And are you looking forward to the most about Asia, the food? Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. The food is gonna be a lot different. A lot of like sushi and just Korean food and Japanese. So it's definitely gonna be the difference on it, and just kind of getting used to that instead of eating your normal meals in a day.
No, definitely. So you fly out this coming week, don't you, to Asia?
Yeah.
So I take it it's just going to be try your very best towards the end of the year to make the CME, and then hopefully that's a good first rookie season.
Exactly. Yes, that's what I'm excited for.
Sorry, a couple more questions before we finish. But like, how kind of good is it to have, Carlota on tour and Azahara as well? Like to have these kind of players on tour. How important is that for you?
Yeah, no, definitely been a lot of like a big support, and I just kind of like people I can relay on, and questions that I had. I always like ask Carlota or Afa, just hey, like, can you help me out with this? And they've always been there, like helping me and just giving me the best advice that they can. And especially Carlota, like she sits like a lot with me, and we chat for hours because we both chat so much. So it's been super nice having them out here, and hopefully I can spend a few more years with them out here.
Yeah, I mean, it must be great to have, especially two players of mass experience as well, like just to help you with everything. One last question. So, so if you had to pick your three favorite golf courses, what would it be?
For this year,
No,
or
just
just overall?
whenever.
I'd probably say Pebble Beach. I'd probably
Mhm.
say the old course.
St. Andrews, yeah.
Yeah. And then I'd probably say Valderrama, like just because kind of was my first like pro-am as a kid. So it's just like very exciting to play on that course.
I thought you were going to say Dundonald, but yeah, no, there you
No, that don't it was definitely like a good course. I feel like the other one just have a bigger like history, I guess, and
go. Yeah.
just a bigger impact on golf. And I think that's kind of why it comes out.
Yeah, no, so effectively, anywhere that you play well is going to be your favorite course.
Yeah.
Right, Julia, it's been fabulous to chat to you. I wish you all the best, and hopefully you make the CME finals. Fingers crossed to you. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. That was fun.
Thank you very much, and see you later.
Thank you.
Bye. Gracias.
De nada.